بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Today inshallah we are going to talk about the significant figures. Significant figures, it's way to use to determine the number that we are used. So let's go into the rules of the significant figures. This number is used during calculations. So number one, for the numbers, all non-zeros digit are significant. And examples. So 16.6, 7532, 23.81. So according to this, the number of significant figures will be 3. For this, 4 significant figures, and for this else, 4 significant figures. Return back to the zeros. Sometimes the leading zero are the zeros at the left. Start firstly by the in between zeros, 4 zeros. Second one, zeros in between are significant. And examples: 1.0005, 70041. So according to this, we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 significant figure, and for this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 else 5 significant figure. Rule number 3 for zeros. For leading zero, leading zeros, it means that zeros at the left are non-significant. Take an examples: 0.00066, 0.0132. For this, according to this leading zeros at the left, so it's not taking considerations as a significant figure, so the number of significant figure in this case is only 2 significant figure. And for this, we have 3 significant figures. So according to this, we're talking about the significant figures only for numbers, not mathematical operation. Mathematical operation like multiplication, division, and subtractions, we are not talking about them up till now. For zeros at right sometime significant. Let's take an example. Maybe the significant at right, it will be significant, significant, non-significant. Significant in case of we find decimal point. Non-significant, no decimal point. Decimal point in English, dot, not like this. This is not decimal point. This is only the decimal point. Let's take an example. So 40, 1, 2, 3, or 40 or 100 or 4.0 times 10 power negative 3 or 4 times 10 power negative 3. In this case, we will find the decimal point. So all the zeros at the right, it will be a significant. So the number of significant in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 significant. In this case, when having the decimal point, 4 and the zeros, it's only significant here. The power is not significant. Power, it's not significant. So in this case, it's only when having a 2 significant figure. 2 significant. Again, power, it's not considered as significant type. In this case, this is not decimal point. So the only having a 4 as a significant figure. So one significant figure. This is not considered as significant figures. And else in the 100, it's only one significant figures. Only one. For this case, it's not a decimal point, and else the power, it's not significant figure. So only one significant figure. Return back to the mathematical operations, then the mixed operations. Mathematical operation like the subtraction, divided, multiplication, and things like this. Mathematical operation. We will start by multiplication. And division. In this case, like when we calculate anything like the density equal mass over the volume. Let's take an example and have numbers. I bring the problem for the density. As an example, for the density, 30 divided 15. In this case, we will find the 2 significant figure and else the 2 significant figure. Yeah, but the first case for the multiplication and division, same significant figure. Answer, same significant figure. So in this case, when I have well, maybe change the numbers, so it will be the, in this case it's only will obtain the 2 and there is no, so in this case it will be 2 0 no. So let's change the numbers. Like 62 divided the 41. In this case, the answer it will be 1.5121951. So in this case, when having a 2 significant figure, and also have the 2 significant figure, so the answer it will be round to the 2 significant only, adding 1 and 5. So the answer it will be 1.5. In this case, we will look to the number at the right of the 5. This 1 not root the 5 to the 6. 1 not root the 5 to the 6. So the answer it will be 1.5. The 1 significant figures. Sorry. An example for multiplications. 2.01 times 3.22. The answer it will be 6.4722. In this case, when I have a 3 significant figure, in this case 3 significant figure, the answer it will be root to the 3 significant figures, 6. So the answer it will be 6.47, and the else2 not root the 7 to the 8. Okay, in the case of the multiplication or divisions, the different significant figures. multiplication or division, different significant figure. Like in an example, 3.04 divided 2.0. So the answer it will be, in this case, when I have an only, in this case, when I have a 3 significant figure and the 2 significant figure, so the answer it will be root to the less insignificant figure. So in this case, we'll find the answer it will be root to the less insignificant figures. If the answer is 1.52, so the answer in this case, we need only the 2 significant figure. So it will be 1.5 according to the less insignificant figure. This is less insignificant figure in the case of the unsame significant figure. We're taking the less in the number, less in the number. So the 1.5, it will be the answer. The case of the multiplications, 2.00 times 420, 3 significant, and the 3 significant. Okay, it will be the less insignificant figure. In this case, it's only the 200, I think. In this case, we have 2 significant figure only. 2. Since this 0 are the zeros at the right and there is no decimal, so we can consider it as a significant figures. So the answer it will be 840. We're taking only the 2 significant figure. In this case, the answer it will be root 284. So in the case of multiplications or the division, if they have the same number of significant, taking the same number of significant, but in case of they have a different number of significant figure, taking the less, the answer it will be root to the less number in significant figure. Let's go to talking about the multiplications, the summation, the plus or minus, addition or the subtractions, and talking about the mixed operations. Mathematical operation, addition or subtraction or subtraction. In this case, firstly talking about the ANA rule. For this number, the points or the digit after the decimal, we can call this is a decimal. The number after the decimal, we can call them digit of precision. DOP, or number after the decimal point, it's called the digit of the precision, or the number after decimal point. The number of significant figures are calculated according to less number of DOB. So let's take an examples. For an examples, 82.336 subtract 54.05. In this case, for the all, the number of significant figures for this, when I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're not talking about it. When I have 5 significant figures, in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 significant figures. Look to after the decimal point. After the decimal point, when I have in this case 3 significant figures, and in this case when I have 2 significant figures. So the answer it will be root to the 2 number after the decimal point. So the answer it will be 28.286. In this case, with the answer it will be root to 28, both the decimal point. We will taking after the decimal point the less insignificant figure. We're taking only the 2. So the answer it will be 2, 8. But The 6, it will root the 8 into 9, so it will be 9. In this case, the number of significant figure, it will be 4 significant figure. And other examples. If we have an answer like the 86.706 plus 614. In this case, after the decimal point, when having a 3 significant figure, in this case it's only 1 significant. The answer, it will be 700.706. So we will put the 700. Then after the decimal point, we will choose the number, only one number. 0, it will not root the 7 to the 8, so the answer will be 7. In this case, 4 significant figure. So now we are going to the end for the mixed operations. For the mixed operation, take an examples. Multiply 2.0. So in this case, we are taking each process. Firstly, we will start to simplify this process. So we'll find the answer of this. Firstly, it will be 556.791. So if we have a mixed operation, separate them. Firstly, we're taking the first part. According to the first part, when I have the rule of significant figure said that when having less number after the decimal point. Okay. After this, we'll find the new operations. This new operation equal 556.791 multiply 2.0. In this case, we said that the answer, it will be 1113.522. In the case of multiplications, we're taking the less insignificant figure. So when this and I have only 2 significant figures, and this case when I have a 6 significant figure, so the answer, it will be root to the 2 only significant figure. So the answer, it will be 1 1. This is 1, not root this 1 2, 2. So the answer, it will be only 11. This is talking about the significant figure. See you soon, inshallah.